works. Welcome friends, thanks for joining me. We've got a nice entertaining flow, although I always think my flows are entertaining. We may have a different definition on entertaining. I'm okay with that. But we've got a bit of a play on one of my favorite series or exercises to do on the reformer, which is long stretch, down stretch, elephant, arabesque. No long back stretch, but maybe one day, you'll never know. Not prenatal friendly, but it can be made prenatal friendly. What makes it prenatal friendly is you'll want to follow the guidelines of your healthcare practitioner or whoever it is that you're working with. Once you hit somewhere, or your second trimester, somewhere between 13 to 20 weeks, I usually go by 20 weeks, you can no longer lie down on your back and you'll need to be lifted in some sort of fashion. It doesn't need to be a whole lot, but you no longer want to be lying flat down on the ground. You also don't want to do anything where you'll be holding still like a plank. That's because that may increase your risk of falling, and we don't want you to fall. You've got a baby in there, we want to keep that blood flow going, or that's the reason for it. We want to help keep your blood flow going. So if you ever hear something where it says hold, ignore that. That doesn't apply to you. I don't care what you do. It could be knee taps, it could be wiggles, whatever. Just keep moving. Also, feel free to take breaks as you need to. Remove any stuff around you so that way you're not falling or you'll trip over something as you walk around your space. And just be sure to stay cool. All right, so let's start in our nice shell or child's pose stretch. You can go right behind you, waistband towards your heels. Legs can be together or wide, whatever's more comfortable for you. But just start getting nice and deep into your stretch. And then slowly bring yourself back up. I like to round the t-shirt towards the ceiling, press my hands and shins down into the mat, and then use that pressure as I move forward to bring my waistband down. Let my feet separate, go mat wide, find a little bit of a back bend. Your back bend doesn't have to look like my back bend, but go gentle, slow, and with control, a little bit of a foot cramp that time. Rounding yourself back, and then slowly rolling forward. Adjusting yourself as you need to best flow, and just to get your body moving to start. Another option, if you would like, it might feel nice, it might not. You can tuck your toes under, lift your knees up, let your hips get down a little lower. I tend to curl through my feet a little bit, and then you'll roll back. This time with straight legs if you want to. Find yourself in that pike position. You might also know this as downward dog or elephant, but flow like this. Round forward or roll forward like a straight-legged cat. Then do a cow or a down stretch, if you will. And give yourself a nice little back bend. Let's go ahead, do a couple more like these. Feeling that opposition as you move. So right now, pressing the hands and the feet down into the mat, head up towards ceiling, heart center shining, and then tuck your chin towards your chest, roll back. Waistband high to the sky, hands and feet press down so you can pull yourself up a little bit more. See, I even said it with my own voice, rounded my t-shirt a little bit. Maybe that had the same effect on you, maybe not, all good. But let's do this one more time. Then next time, you come up to that pike position. Go ahead, feel strong in your stance, and bring one leg up towards the ceiling. Let your waistband or hips open, so that way you can bring your leg up as high as you can, like you want to touch it with your foot. And then you're going to go ahead, lower back down. Leg comes down, doesn't touch the mat though. Bend the knee, bring it in towards your t-shirt. Maybe you touch your arm in front of you. Feel a little bit of a side crunch. And then go ahead, reach back out. Flow as you will. It can be nice and slow and with control, so that way you can feel all the muscles moving if you would like, or you can make it fast. whichever. Although now you should be feeling the heat a little bit more than before. What I care about as you move is you keep on pushing your hands and your feet into the mat. Like you want to send the mat towards the floor because it said something offensive to you. And you start to feel your side body working, body get a little bit warm. You hopefully are feeling a little breathy. Let's do 2 more. Last one. And go ahead, lower the leg back down. Feel yourself a nice little stretch. Round through the t-shirt and bring yourself into a plank position and hold. Go ahead, add a push-up. Bend at the elbows, push back away. Try and get your t-shirt towards the mat as much as you can, or at least that's what I tell myself every time. Although today we're getting to a halfway range. Whew. Let's do 4 more. So you feel that back body, hold that plank as you press away. If this is too spicy, drop down to your knees. That's totally fine too. And then go ahead, bend the knees, give yourself a nice little child's pose. Rock back. If you'd like to, find your cat, just like how we started earlier. Roll forward, waistband comes down, find your nice down stretch. And then tuck your chin to your chest, rolling back. Noticing this time if your range of motion has increased a little bit. Mine has. I feel like I'm a little bit deeper into my back bend. Just making it look more bendy and pretty, if you will. Your shapes don't need to look like mine in the least. I feel like I just have very good genes to help me be hypermobile. Let's do 1 more. Then, bring yourself back to your 4-point kneeling. Tuck your toes under. Go right up into your elephant. Feet as flat onto the mat as you can. T-shirt rounded towards the ceiling as much as you can. Other leg now comes to the sky. Whoop. My hip was not ready for that, but that's okay. It's going to happen now. No regrets. Bend the knee in. Find your mountain climber, flamingo, whatever you want to call this. Rounding the t-shirt as much as you can towards the ceiling. And then go ahead. Kick right back up, flowing in and out at your own pace. My intention was to do 10 of these, but then I started talking and explaining things to everyone, and I didn't count. So let's just say we did 10 on the other side, and we're going to do another 4. Bringing that knee to your elbow if you can. Maybe your pants touch, maybe they don't. It doesn't, not a requirement that they kiss. Last one. Go ahead, put both legs out into that plank. Hold. Drop down onto your forearms. Push right back up. Alternate as you go. As in, like, if you start with your right first, then do your left. You can do the other one first, but again, I'm thinking we do 5 on either side, 10 total. Might be easier to count 5, or if you want, you can count 5 on either side. I lost count again, like the good Pilates instructor that I am. We've got 2 more. Feeling yourself solid, woo, as much as you can. Whew. Last one. And the same thing, go ahead, drop to your knees, wiggle yourself back. Go ahead, give yourself a little bit of a side bend to the right, and then to the left. Whew. That got my heart rate up that time. I feel like I'm glowing now. And then when you're ready, bring yourself back to center. Hopefully you're glowing too. At least that's the intention for today. Thread your needle. And then when you're ready, thread to the other side. And when you're ready, come back to center. Give yourself a nice round of applause because you moved this morning. Thanks for flowing with me. Hope you had fun. Ta-ta for now. If you liked what you saw or you want to do some more, get in on the scoop. Click that subscribe button below. New videos every Wednesday. Love ya!